Hey guys, my name is Miska and welcome to Overwatch Central. Very exciting rumors and kinda news. Some things in here seem actually very legitimate, whilst others are very much rumors that just happen to be aligning with other things that we have heard in the past. I'm gonna break it all down for you. To set the scene, we're basically expecting a lot of more major Overwatch announcements in not too long, as they've been holding some of the summer content and reshuffling a lot of things, and Blizzard are clearly adapting and changing this year. We know that, of course, BlizzCon is coming up and are gonna have big announcements all around, and Jeff is saying that the entire team are working on things for BlizzCon right now. But additionally, we have that very interesting back to school September announcement that I feel like I mentioned like 50 times now, but now we actually have something way more substantial regarding that. First off, the Nintendo Switch Overwatch case was leaked on Amazon, and I believe this was actually leaked by PowerA on Amazon. And PowerA is a pretty big brand. They've done some official Nintendo Switch stuff in the past with Nintendo, so they are not just some random reseller. And these pictures of the Overwatch case look very real, and it looks really good too. It's got this nice little detail with the Switch Joy-Cons on the zippers too, really awesome. But yeah, some things have leaked in the past about the Nintendo Switch on Amazon through listings as well, like the Nintendo Switch Lite, so this seems very legitimate, especially with someone like PowerA actually posting this, and the listing being taken down very shortly after people found this. Okay, so that seems great and all. There will be an Overwatch Switch case, most likely because the brand is so well recognized and they've worked with Nintendo in the past. Overwatch will probably be on Switch too, but let's dig more into that part. So the main thing you need to know about Nintendo is that they do things their own way. They have their own little announcements in their Nintendo Directs where they announce new games and other things like that. And they tend to keep their cards very close to their chest for the most part, and just do things a little bit differently than other people in the industry. Now, the main thing about Nintendo with the Switch is that they've been expanding a lot to third-party titles, not just Nintendo games. They have all sorts of games on the Switch, and seeing Overwatch on there, we've heard in the past, is at least feasible. This is direct wording from the Overwatch developer saying that it's definitely possible, and then after that just kind of dodging the question. It's been requested for quite a long time too, and it makes a lot of sense in that way. Now, traditionally, we've actually seen these Nintendo Directs be held in September as well, quite a lot. We've had September 1st in 2016 and September 13th in 2017 and 2018. So getting another Nintendo Direct in the middle of this month and having them announce Overwatch with that is definitely on the table. It just seems a little bit too likely with these two things happening at once. So let's say that Overwatch on Switch is basically as confirmed as it can get without being announced. We can actually go even deeper here and look at some very interesting leaks regarding Super Smash Bros. Now, I'm a big fan of Smash. I've played Ultimate for quite a while now. I played it so much when I was at Gamescom last week too, just kind of on the go. It's a great game, it's a classic, and it really shows who the classic video game characters are. They've got all sorts of characters in there and are adding more and more. And at this Nintendo Direct, they are most likely announcing yet another DLC character for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is where we get to a little bit more sort of, I guess, not so trustworthy leaks, but we had this thing from 4chan posted in a very sort of cryptic way, not actually really revealing too much or claiming to have loads of information, but just a small leak from an anonymous user with the Nintendo logo, of course, adding that in, saying September 12th, new Smash character reveal. Female character. She's not a demanded character and will disappoint and confuse a lot of people. That is all. Now, the disappoint part I can get, even if they would put that about Tracer, because not everyone's an Overwatch fan, and historically in the past Nintendo have added very classic characters to Smash and not really new video game characters such as Tracer. But if Overwatch is coming out on Switch, they would definitely be looking to promote that as much as possible, and adding Tracer in around the same time as a DLC character just makes a lot of sense, especially with what Blizzard have said earlier this year about expanding the Overwatch universe and franchise as a whole, and not just the current Overwatch game, which obviously just adding Overwatch to Switch would be. Makes a lot of sense in my head, but that part, you can't really confirm as much. But some 4chan leaks in the past about Pokemon, for example, with Pokemon Let's Go being leaked pretty early, and a lot of other things from Nintendo just seeming to pop up a bit here and there on the internet before they're actually announced. This is very much in line with those same leaks. Honestly, if this person on 4chan was instead just claiming, hey, Tracer is gonna be in Smash, and then just adding a bunch of other ridiculous announcements to that, then I wouldn't really believe it as much as this one, which is way more cryptic and way more just letting people speculate rather than flat out leaking something. So I'm not entirely convinced either way. We of course had Diablo 3 on Switch as a big deal that Blizzard put quite a lot of marketing into as well, really not that long ago at all. So Blizzard focusing more on the Switch as a whole makes a lot of sense, and I think at the very least we're getting Overwatch for Switch, and we're getting that announced as the September announcement, and getting Tracer in Smash Bros would be awesome, but it's something that I'm a little bit more on the fence about, but definitely see as a possibility. Alright, that's everything for this video. Let me know if you made up your mind or not about this. I'm pretty hyped to hear more, and of course looking forward to anything else that may be happening in September and October, and of course at BlizzCon. Until then, take care, and yeah, we'll see you next time.